Welcome to my continuous eternal print and play project. um, I think not even halfway there. This is such a joy to create. I mean, you can play video games until you grow old and blind, but I get this urge one one once a month or something to actually build something, and this is the perfect excuse. So this is roll camera. I built the print and play for a roll camera, but I also ordered the film reel. I'm not sure if I have it here. No, it's in one of these boxes. But I printed it out on too thick paper, and when you put things back together in the film reel, it didn't fit. This means that these are the base games, base game character cards, and I have to build them again. And the same goes for the the scene setup things. So, they will be in some other subset. Okay, bone to pick again. More monsters this time. These are more dangerous monsters, I think. Lots of artwork. I'm very happy that Sophia sent me this. I found Licken Studio communication very friendly overall, and I insisted on paying, which they accepted, of course. Yeah. So you can also not be creative and buy yourself a huge box of Osborne or something. It's just a choice. But yeah, I think. Well, you also have a lot of variation. I wanted to say you have more variation in these games, but they're not yet games. Games in Genesis or something. But in Osborne you also have a lot of variation. Angry Hungarian prototypes. This is a nice druid kind of guy. So they have rolls. It's an odd choice for backgrounds. Four-armed dude. Last time I saw that was in Hegemonia. I think that was a Finnish production. And these were not so friendly. Okay. Well, it's very varied artwork. Everything, different artists, I think, or artists with one artist with mood swings. Lucky charm, overwhelming heart, red infestation. I'm really curious. Oh, that's a cute red thing. Fox? Hermione? I don't know. Yeah, it has some comic book feel. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's a pretty special. Peregrinus. I hope it comes across at the screen. because it's 400p. Otherwise, I would have to make a lot of loose videos of 10 minutes, 12 minutes. This is Spell Saga, the green set. I think it looks okay. This is Angry Turnip, and this is a sleepy thing, Peggy. I'm not sure what this is, but the items do nothing. And yeah, I'm intrigued by if there is a story in this. I printed out the rules and I built them in booklets. I have to study the booklets. It's not that easy to build sometimes. Sometimes you have to take a real hard look at how things are supposed to be built. This is the Mawitaan, the final version. We spent months correcting the cards, and then we inverted some mechanisms. So probably a game that you will never play, but yeah, a lot of a lot of effort went into making this the best game version possible. The idea was, yeah, so here you see more or less what the idea is. You place 5 time tokens on this card. Every turn you remove a time token. When there are no time tokens on this card, you immediately lose the game. So you're playing against the timer, and you see the timer. You see how much time you have left. And it was the other way around, which I found non-intuitive, so we changed it later. And also the difficulty was modified several times, because we found out certain things, loopholes, variations, and it's nobody's going to play this, or maybe 3 people in Sweden or something, which is a shame. Yeah, so you've seen all the playthroughs, or you can watch the playthroughs, or how Chateau is can be defeated. These are the bonus cards. There's a congratulations. There's also an achievement where you can unlock cards. This feels a bit plasticky. Strange. Didn't notice that before. Yeah. Maybe they changed the print feed. Miss Mist. We get in the loot table. So when you achieve certain things, and they are mostly chance based at easy levels, then you gain a card, few cards. This makes your deck, so you can play the higher difficulty settings and the things that are weak in your deck or the undesired. Coordinated attack, we made one extra. Yeah, so that is Terror in Mawitaan. This is one deck dungeon, some creative. Yeah, so these are bosses, and these are the backs of the bosses. So Bandit Chief Steeding goes with the Hill Giant Chief, I think. And Sewers with Gelatinous Cube. I'm not sure if Chris Ciesling is approving of this, but I'm going to play this. maybe these are 6 bosses, but these are floors, so the floor things go on the back, so it should be like so. Yeah, well, maybe it's fun. Oh, here we have the 7th continent, the demo version again. I really have to make files soon. Yeah, it's beautiful. It takes a little getting used to, but this is a beautiful color. And maybe it's a duplicate because I've seen this before. Maybe I have now 2 copies of 7th continents. Oh my god! Yeah, it's almost impossible to not make a mistake if you print this many. But it's usually a small error. So like printing out a manual of Escape from Stalingrad Z twice with odd numbers typed with even numbers the wrong way, so you can never play the cards and the text next to it. Stuff like that happens. Purple sets and more. Okay, this is again this mysterious trio of cards, and this is the Hand of Fate. So that means that you glue together these sides and then cut them out, and you have these 9 cards. Well, these 9 cards, and at the beginning of the game, you have these availability of these 6 spells or something, and apparently you can choose between several heroes. But anyway, you start a game with spells, and whenever you use a spell, you cover it up in some kind of creative way. So, like I don't know, something like so. Don't really imagine how it works, but say you used up throw swords, then you cover it up, something like that. I think it's not going to work in practice, and you just lay out the cards and put tokens on them to signify that you use them. And then, just like in Palm Island, you have the cards that are available to you, and you have to find sums of cards to define your attack, and the first shown enemy can be defeated, and if it gets defeated, it gets added to your hands, something like that. And if you can't defeat it, then something happens. Yeah, I have to study this, but cards can be easily built. Okay, this is the Nameless City. It's an Arkham Horror hobby fan version of by an Italian, and I did some proofreading because these hobby versions they are very creative, but they forget to spell nicely. So I did my part, and most of it is corrected. But I found some other mistakes, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good game. It has all the standard structure of Arkham Horror. Yes, big story. It's not really a campaign, but it's a scenario, big scenario. So you're entering Nameless City, obviously, and I think I'm going to run out of encounter. Oh no, these are not encounter cards. These are location cards, and location cards go double. So that saves me. So you can build a location. You lay out the location, I think, and you can travel with a matching symbol in the underside to this symbol on the top left and all the way around. I think it has some chapters inside. I have to study the file. Well, the thing is that what you don't usually notice is that the black sun. This is a good example. The black sun back also have tentacles. Look, here is a tentacle. I don't think you can see it right here, but they're on the screen. But they have tentacles. I never noticed that before. And the priceless statuettes in the forgotten memory. These belong also. You can recognize them because they have the white crescent moon. They belong to a certain investigator or a certain tech. Things that nobody cares, but you'll discover it when you print out scenarios and cards yourself. You run into trouble. So I learned a lot about the structure of Arkham Horror cards. Okay, this is easy. That's a bit unfortunate because I have to cut now over the length and then flip them over. I cannot just fold them. Gutter fold is of course more easy to glue. Shadow from Beyond. The artwork is nice for a hobby. Curse of the Eons. Some kind of desecrated ritual. It's the ritual itself cannot be desecrated, but let's not mince words. It's a madness and it's an omen. That's good. Here, visions of brutality. Yeah, it's a good image. Here is Infernal Gaze. So there is. Oh, I'm getting from the cards. I'm getting this suggestion that a lot of things happened in this nameless city, buried under the sand. That's what I like about these stories. So triplicates. Monster of Sun. Now we have something cute for Northwood, a solo track-taking game. Yeah, okay. I really find the art too woke. Look at this stupidly, annoyingly happy duck. They are so clueless, naive. It's not a good vibe, but I'm interested in how children will react to this. Look at the cute bees, and they're not doing anything. They're just posing. I think that's what bothers me in this artwork. And in Arkham Horror, there's always something happening in the cards. Some guy's head is broken off or something, or you're buried under tentacles and trying to escape. Okay, this is, I think, Airborn in my pocket, the expansion, extra scenarios, a lot of text. It won't make any sense to read about this. I'll give it a playthrough as soon as I build this. There are so many things to build. Just look at. But I mean, writing such a card sounds very simple, but you have to be very precise, and everything has meaning. And there are several of those cards. I mean, this is. I'm holding a month of hard work, I think. So you can see it as a kind of reference or reverence with the V, respect to such an undertaking. Okay, this is. Things that go boom or something. it's one of these hobby games. I think they were some part of some contest, and everything is bomb or something. All is bomb. Not sure. But the problem is, how do they fit together? Oh wait. Look, so the front and the backs is blue, either red, and blue is, I think, not armed, and this is an armed bomb, something like that. So yeah, I'll hold it like this, and then here is the win condition. And here is the setup, the passive state. Okay, so the blue is the passive state. I get that. Okay, cool. And the other is the urgent state. You have to blow up the queen or something, or save her, or yeah, it's a silly game. If you're used. Well, if you saw the artwork of the previous projects, this is a rather simple. Another simple game is Mini Rogue. I printed this out before, but I lost it because whatever you do, don't put your games in a Ziploc, because the Ziploc somehow tends to disappear inside your closet and you never find it when you need it. So I printed it out again. It's 3 sheets. Very simple, easy to build. Okay, for Northwood, a trick-taking game. Have I seen this before? Yes, I have. Why is this black and white? Oh, maybe it goes like so. Yeah, okay, this is the black suit. It's a trick-taking game, so that's makes sense that it is in suits. So this is the pink suit, and obviously they have all the same cards. And the blue suit, okay, makes sense. And the yellow suit, okay, got it now. And that's it. Okay. So if I score low on my willpower on a certain day, then I'll make a simple game, and otherwise I will continue with bigger things. So this is another set of the Forgotten Road. I really don't remember where this was part of. Looks like it was a duplicate. So, and then in that case I have a bigger game. Okay, next up. I'm not even halfway here. More. Forgotten Road, Forgotten Road, Forgotten Road, Forgotten Road, Forgotten Road, Forgotten Road. Okay, I think this is a duplicate because I've seen this before, and this is the disjointed artwork. So I probably printed out the Forgotten Road twice. You have the die faces again. Okay, cool. Arkham Horror. This is a badly thought through attempt to order the many cards in Arkham Horror, the card game. I have to find some kind of tray solution, and this was online. Apparently you are supposed to build box and then put the cards in like so. Not seeing it right now, but there is also a box bottom part. Glue this 1 second. Glue this 1 second, not 1 second. Yeah, somebody made this. And box bottom part 3. Glue this 1/3. Glue this 1/3. But how exactly? Well. Box bottom part 4, glue this 1/4. Yeah, but how? Okay, box bottom part 5, glue this 1/5. But it's not a box bottom, it's a box top, isn't it? I mean, you're supposed to... What is this? I think these... I'm probably not going to build this because I have to understand what I'm doing. Glue those first and seconds. To what? Okay. Well, I have the stuff. When I figure it out, I'll just glue them onto any box that I find that can fit Arkham Horror. What is this? Claim basic event if multiple qualify roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Oh, this is Everdell. Cool. Everdell, the AI. It has A cards and it has A cards. So, and there is die face, little threes. Yellow threes. Maybe it's not Everdell, but it has an animal. This is meeple stuff. I have to investigate what this was about. This is bound to pick again. Hearts, so probably some kind of heart challenge. Trophy deck. Scapegoats. Oh, this is I think you put it on the table in some form. I think this is if you compare the several players by identified by color, not by form. All lions, green lion. Yeah, okay. This is one of these triplet games. The Last Stronghold. Okay. 3 of Woe. And this is Adamastor. Adamastor is Also one of these free-to-print games. It had a quite high score, and you have to survive with a ship. And there are cards like a lot of things.